Sir Isaac Newton School, a school with vision. Papa Kovil, Nagapattinam. Idu namma ooru, namma school.
Dear viewers, how are you all of you? I am so happy to see you again and again because I hope I am giving some sort of enthusiasm towards squaring of numbers, because I am dealing with different ways of squaring the numbers, but what all I am doing is just squaring the numbers, only the method differs. So far I have given you 3 methods, now I am going to give you 4th method, which will be furthermore simple than the earlier 3 methods. Let us see step by step. Now, this method is based purely on considering a value which is more or less than the base. Here I have to inform or give one small definition. What is base? Base is a common term in Vedic mathematics where always base is defined in terms of 10 or multiples of 10. There cannot be any number 56 which is a base. Definitely it cannot be. When I say 52, 50 is 5 times the base of 10 I must define. So always the base will be defined in terms of 10 or multiples of 10, like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, something like that. So here I am going to define what is base. That is, this is 5 times the base, but still the number differs by 2. You have to take both, either plus 2 and minus 2. Let us resolve this squaring of 52 in the simplest way. Let us see one number, 57 whole square. So here you take the number 57. I am considering the base as 6 times the base, that is 6 into 10. So this becomes 57 plus 3 gives you 60. 57 minus 3 also you have to take off. In this case, when I take 60, I have to write the 60, then I have to write the value less than minus 3, that is 57 minus this I get added over here, this I am subtracting and I am taking the number. You just keep it in mind. I add 57 with the 3, I am writing this. Here I am subtracting 3 from 57 and I am writing here. Of course, the square I have to take it off. 3 square will be 09. Now, since the base is 10, I told you 6 times the 10, I am dividing this 60 by 10 and you are taking 54, again the square of number. So when I divide by 60 by 10, it gives you a value of 6, that is multiplied by 54 gives 09. So 6 into 54 gives you 324. The RHS will be 09, and if I add it off, this gives 3249 is the answer. This way we have to do for squaring of a number, as it has to contain only 4 digits. The 0 will get added with the 4. So this way when I do it, this will be simple because we have to consider the base, nearer base. We need not go for 30, 40 and all. Next base to 57 is 60, or we can do it 50 also, but here we will do it with the 60 because the difference is less. Now let us see 38. 38 whole square we are going to solve by the base method. So I am going to consider 40 as my base. That means 4 times the 10 as base. Then the 38 to reach 40, it should be plus 2. Then I have to put minus 2 at the underneath of 38. That means 38 plus 2, 40. 38 minus 2, it will be 36. Then the square of 2 will be 04. Now I have to divide 40 by the base 10. That comes 40 by 10 into 36, 04, which is nothing but 4 into 36 or 04. Now when I multiply 36, this gives you 144 on 04. When I add these two, this becomes 1444. This is the answer of 38 whole square. This you can very well check it. Let us see the square of 44. So 44 whole square, we have to consider the base. We will take it as 50. So when I take 50, that is 5 times the 10, the deviation is plus 4, I have to take the same deviation in the negative aspect, which is nothing but minus 6. Now, as you know very well, since I have considered 50, that is 5 times of 10, then I have to write 50, that is 44 plus 6 gives you 50, 44 minus 6 gives you a value of 38, and the 6 square will be 36. So, next I have to divide 50 by base, that is nothing but 50 divided by 10 and multiplied by 38. As usual, the square of 6, that is nothing but 36. So, when I divide 10 by 50 divided by 10 gives you 5, and if I multiply it by 38, what will be the value? 190. Here I have 36. So, as you know very well, 44, the 2-digit number carries 44 digit as answer. This 3 will get added with the 0, leaves you 1936 will be the answer for 44 square. I hope you might have enjoyed this method also. So, each method is giving some sort of unique way of solving. I request you, don't get confused with each method. Don't incorporate your second method with the fourth method with the second method. For that, each method on the same day you have to work out few number of problems, then only that can be sustained in your mind for hour. That will be much useful for your quantitative aptitude, numerical aptitude, whatever the banking exam you go, this kind of shortcut will be much more useful. Let us see the next method, the coming session, or rather tomorrow. So, until then, bye. Thank you very much.